excited this week. Everyone is excited for football, except for maybe Panthers fans, but they're doing their own thing. Thursday night game, Cowboys, Seahawks. It's in Dallas, -9 for the Cowboys. It's finally a good Thursday game, or it could be, possibly. Last time the Seahawks played on Thursday, it didn't go very well, so we'll see. I mean, they've been in a slump. Cowboys, they've been killing it. Seahawks, it's tough. Geno, he hasn't been great. He hasn't been sharp. He's been turning the ball over a little bit. They lost. Well, I think he's out for the game. But Jason Peters, probably their best guy on the line, he's not playing. And they got Micah Parsons this week. So this is just, they're running into a bit of a disaster here. I mean, they still have their three dogs at receiver. They're three solid receivers, but they've all been a little disappointing at times as well. Kenneth Walker, I don't know, is he back? I don't even know. We'll have to see. Maybe it's Zach again, but getting the bulk of the carries. He didn't have a great game last week, but they got blown out anyway, so it was whatever. But it's going to be tough. They're going to have a tough time with Dallas' secondary. We'll see what happens, but Dak and CD, they've been great. I mean, even Brandon Cooks is out there cooking. But Pollard's been good. He should have a good game. But Seahawks defense, they're solid. But I don't know. I don't think they're slowing anybody down. So in this game, I got the Cowboys. I'll take that -9. I think they could win by double digits for sure. So we'll see. Into Sunday, we got a 1 o'clock game here. Colts, Texans. This is actually a good one. These teams, they're very interesting. Kinda. Not really. But, like, this is an interesting matchup. It's in Tennessee. Colts have the line at -1. So, we'll see. It's going to be a mid-off. But, this should be good. Colts, they won the first meeting. So, we'll see if they can sweep them this year. But Minshew's going to do what he does. No Jonathan Taylor for this one. No JT, so it's going to be Zach Moss, but he can do it. He can carry the load. He's had decent games before. Titans D, nothing special, so they could be alright in this one. But Levis, continues his rookie campaign. He really only plays well, feels like, when he's chucking it up to Hopkins, so maybe they'll do that a couple times. But they could use Derrick Henry. Another 2 touchdown game from him would be real nice. But Colts defense is solid. Could be tough. Could be tough for Levis, but we'll see. But for this one, I do think it will be tough for Levis. I'm going with Colts. I got Colts -1, getting this away game, stealing it, but I am a little worried about that one. I think it'll be a solid game, especially since Tennessee's at home, so we'll see though. Up next, what an interesting matchup. The thing is, the Chargers, they're 4-7. I feel like they have talent. They have a lot of talent, but they are. I don't know what the issue is. All I know is the Pats couldn't even beat a Giants team. Like, those are two horrible teams going at it, and they lost to them. So I just assume it's gonna keep being the same. Like I say in every video, they have 2 wins against division opponents. They don't beat anyone else. And I don't know if that's going to change, but it's Chargers. They got the line at -5.5. It's in Foxborough. But that really doesn't matter. I don't know. The Pats offense is just garbage. I mean, it doesn't matter who's throwing the ball. They can't score. They can't move the ball very well. They can run the ball sometimes. They can run the ball a little bit here and there. They can't, but then they can't take care of it. They just turn it over. The moment a quarterback has to touch it for too long. Chargers, though, Chargers defense, nothing crazy, nothing special. But neither was the Giants, and they put up 7 points. So I don't expect anything to be different. But Herbert for the Chargers. Chargers need 2 touchdowns. The Chargers need 2 touchdowns. Herbert, you just gotta throw 2 touchdowns. It's over. 1 to Keenan, 1 to Eckler. It's over. It's just, the Pats defense, that's what's sad. Like, they're actually decent. They're decent. But 2-9, it's going to be 2-10. I got the Chargers, -5.5. I'm sorry. You're crazy if you're picking the Pats at this point. Maybe they win it. But I've been saying this for weeks. Like, you're crazy if you pick the Pats, and every week they lose. So I'm going to stick with that. This should be an interesting one. Lions, they need a bounce-back win. Saints, I don't know what the hell the Saints need. The Saints are, I don't know. The defense is good, but, they're good at forcing turnovers. Goff, a lot of turnovers last week, so maybe they can make something happen, but tough game ahead of them. Lions are looking to bounce back. It's in New Orleans. The line is -4.5 for the Lions. They need a bounce back win. Tough one against a divisional opponent last week. Lost to the Packers, but I think they'll be able to poke through this Saints defense. Saints offense. Derek Carr is Derek Carr. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's bad. And I don't know. We'll see. Kamara's been good. Kamara and Olave. They're studs. They're the studs. But we'll see. Lions defense, they were pretty good beginning of the season. They've fallen off a little bit. Aiden Hutchinson hasn't done as much. Guy hasn't had any sacks in a while. But we'll see. Maybe comes up big today against Carr, or not today, the weekend. But yeah, this one, I gotta go Lions. I'm gonna go Lions -4.5. Feels like a good pick. Feels like a good time for them to get a nice little bounce back win. But on to the next one, Falcons Jets. What an interesting matchup. It's always interesting to see who the Jets match up with, because it's like, what? You don't know what's gonna happen. But you do. That's the thing. You do know what's going to happen. It's in Jersey. It's at MetLife. Home one for the Jets. Is Boyle playing QB again? Is it Boyle? Oh no, it's Boyle. Oh no. Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson, they have to hate their lives at this point. They're stuck. But Falcons, every week, feed Bijan. Even last week, they let Patterson and Algier cook a little bit too. So, whatever you gotta do. They ran it a lot last week, which is good. You just don't let Ritter throw too much. Let him do it here and there. And if he does, Drake London it is. But Jets defense, it's gonna be tough. This will be interesting for Ritter, because Jets defense is tough. Jets defense is very tough. They're tough to beat every week. If Jets can put any points on the board, they might be able to slow them down and get the dub. But yeah, Falcons -2. I'm taking the Jets. I'm going to take the Jets +2. Might regret this one just a little. Not like a lot of regret, but just like a little bit. But I don't know. I feel like the Jets, the beatdown last week, that might have. They already had their legs taken. I think last week may have taken their soul. So I don't know what they can lose this week, but I gotta go with the Jets one last time. And then next week I'll pick against them, and then they'll actually win. But it is what it is. Cardinals, Steelers. It's in Pittsburgh. -5.5 for the Steelers. Offense looked better last week. Solid win against the Bengals, even though they didn't have Burrow. Still good to get that win. They got the Cardinals. Cardinals are figuring shit out for next year. I don't know. They're just, seeing what Murray is, in case next year in the draft they want to take a QB. But Steelers offense looked a little better without Canada. Cardinals defense, they're not going to give him any trouble. The offense still wasn't anything good, but at least they're heading in the right direction. We still have to see if Pickett is the problem. But, Steelers defense, they're great. Steelers defense is great. But Murray can create a little Murray magic. You never know. And James Conner's been good too, so Steelers D should hold up though. I expect them to hold up just fine, so -5.5 for the Steelers at home. I'm going to take that. I'm going to go with the Steelers in this one for sure. And then up next, Dolphins, Commanders. Dolphins destroyed the Jets last week. I think they'll be doing the same in this game. I don't think this will be close at all. The only way for this to be close is if Baby Breeze shows up. If Baby Breeze shows up, they could stay in it. But, I mean, the Dolphins, they put up points. It's what they do. They got the weapons. Commanders' defense, very bad, especially the secondary. It's going to be tough. This could be a bloodbath. But Sam Howell, I mean, he'll probably put up numbers even if they get killed. But, we'll see. I mean, they're lucky Jalen Phillips is out. So he's not going to be adding to that sack total, but the rest of their defense is still very good. So it could be a rough day for the Commanders. So, it's a home game for the Commanders. Dolphins, -9.5 for the line. I would take that. I think the Dolphins are going to blow them out of the water. It could be a brutal game. Sorry, Commanders. But we'll see. Could be all right. But this one should be good. Texans versus the Broncos. Yes. Texans versus the Broncos. This should be a good one. I said that twice. But with this one, I mean, you got two teams. They've been hot. Texans, I mean, the Broncos are on a win streak. Texans, not on a win streak. So, Broncos have been hotter. But this is a good one. This is a good one for sure. Texans offense, it's just been so explosive. Stroud, he seems like the guy of the future. He's elevating guys. He's making guys better. Broncos defense is tough. They've been a lot better since they gave up 70. Wouldn't call them elite, but they've been good. They've been good lately. And, maybe they had a couple fluky wins here and there lately, but they're wins. National Football League. Wins are wins. All right. So, there it is. But Russ has been okay. He's been good enough. I mean, he's got Cortland Sutton picking it up. Marvin Mims has been decent. Even Judy has been all right. Javonte Williams and P. Ryan, they've been all right. Texans defenses, they're decent, but they're nothing too tough for the Broncos here. Nothing too tough at all. They're going to need Will Anderson to be a disruptor in this one if they have a shot. So with that being said, it's in Houston. The line is -3.5, but I got the Broncos. I got the Broncos plus 3.5. So they will probably have their streak broken this week. Unfortunately. But yeah, I got the Broncos. Up next. Oh boy, everyone has been excited for this matchup right here. Panthers, Buccaneers. Panthers fired their coach. Buccaneers probably should fire their coach. They just haven't realized it yet. But we'll see. Panthers offense is bad. Bryce Young, he looks like any rookie would on a bad offense. I mean, what do you expect? And the Bucs defense is okay. So we'll see. This would be a good time for him to start cooking. Week 13. Let's see what you got. I mean, the game's in Tampa. Buccaneers line -5. So we'll see. But Bucs offense hot and cold. Panthers defense is they're always playing from behind. But I mean, if Baker can't start cooking, I mean, he's got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and he's got a bunch of talent. If he can't cook the Panthers team, then there's a serious problem there. So, with all that being said, I got the Bucs. -5 over the Panthers. And that's the first 4 o'clock game. Another 4 o'clock game right here. Browns, Rams. Should be a good one. I don't know who's going to play QB for the Browns. I guess DTR, not 100%. I don't know. This is tough. I don't have any faith in the Browns scoring the ball. It's tough to pick them. They really missed Chubb this year, but hey, really, Ford and Hunt, they've gotten the job done. But hey, Rams defense is all right. So if they can stop the run, they might. They should win it, but we'll see. The offense is good when Stafford's good. Kyron Williams is back, and he looks great. And the Browns, I mean, as good as their defense is, they struggle against the run at times. So that's going to be their shot right there. If Kyron Williams starts cooking, it's probably over. But, Cooper Kupp, he's been a little disappointing this year, but injuries happen. And speaking of injuries, I guess, Myles Garrett's out. Or he was injured last week, so he might not play. He might play, he might not play. We don't know yet. So, we'll see. But if he doesn't play, one less thing for the Rams to worry about. Home game for the Rams. -3.5 for the Rams. And we're going to take that. I like that pick. Probably the game of the week right here. You got the NFC Championship rematch between these fellas right here. Yes, Eagles, Niners. So, we'll see. But this is a great matchup. I mean, these are probably two of the most stacked teams in the league. Just offenses, great. Defenses, great. Special teams, we don't know. But Elliott's been great for them. And then Moody's good. He's a rookie. But hopefully they don't have any games in the playoffs that come down to the rookie for a field goal. But I really do hope these two teams will see each other again in the playoffs. That would be great. But games in Philly. Niners, -3 line. I'm going to go +3 for the Eagles. I think they get this one as well. Niners fans are going to be pissed about this one, but it's okay. It's not the playoffs yet. You'll have your chance. But this one, I think the Eagles should be able to snag this one. And then heading into Sunday night, Chiefs-Packers. Chiefs had a nice divisional win. Packers also a nice divisional win. So this should be an interesting game. This will be a good test for Love. I mean, the Chiefs' defense is really good. It could be a tough game for Jordan Love, really. I don't know. I think he'll do all right. I think probably still lose, but I think Jordan Love will be okay. I don't think it'll be his fault. I think the Chiefs will just be good enough, but their defense is just so scary. I mean, Packers' defense, they've been decent, but, Pat Mahomes, but this team, I mean, this offense all year long, they make plays, but then they'll stall. They have guys dropping balls, so you don't know. You don't know what you're going to get with the Chiefs. All I know is when they're stalling, you got to take your chance right there. You got to jump ahead, get the lead when they're coasting, because when they're on, it's tough to beat them. But yeah, Sunday night game. I think Mahomes and Kelsey are about to go off. So we'll see though. We'll see. So it's in Green Bay. I got Chiefs -6 in that one. And that brings us to Monday. And this would be quite a game if Burrow was playing. Still should be a good one, even with Jake Browning, but still feels like the Bengals could do something. But I don't know. The reality is, hey, they're 5-6. No Burrow. It's tough. This is tough. The season's probably over. You don't have one of your best players. It's tough. So we'll see. But Jaguars have been great. Offenses dominated a lot of teams, except for maybe the elite defenses. But Bengals defense can be good. So should be an interesting matchup there. But don't know what to expect from Jake Browning. I mean, we know the rest of the offense is solid, but I don't know. Jaguars defense also solid, so should be a good matchup. Josh Allen, he's a beast. So this game's in Jacksonville. -8 for Jacksonville. That's the line. We're gonna take that. I think the Jaguars get it. Maybe they don't win by more than 8, but we'll have to see. And yeah, that right there, that's gonna wrap it up for the preview video.